Well, first of all, congratulations to Mark and his team. I think they played a really good game. So it's a great team, and wish them the very best moving forward. And I thought our guys battled. I thought we fought hard. I thought we stayed together. I thought we competed really well. And we had a difficult time getting stops, a difficult time guarding them inside. We had some shots we normally make didn't go in, so a lot of guys played with a lot of energy, a lot of fight, a lot of determination. Just didn't able to come out with the biggest we did.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take questions from media members. If you have a question, raise your hand, we'll get you a mic. Let's start with student athlete questions first. Please tell us your name and affiliation.
Yeah, Bud Withers, Seattle Times. Tyler, can you reconstruct that block by Guinness and what happened on the loose ball?
He blocked my shot and the ball went out of bounds, and I thought it was off Kyle, but there was just a few plays like that didn't go our way, and we tried to battle through it, and I was really proud of our guys the way I just felt like they'd make a run and we'd answer it, or just kind of weathered the storm and hung around. But you got to give that team credit. I mean, they played really, really well to win.
Questions?
Dana Green, KTVX. Kyle, do you feel you've done enough this season to deserve a bid in the NCAA tournament?
That's not my job to decide that, so you know what, we're just going to keep our heads up, keep working hard, and we're going to let those people that take care of that take care of it. We'll see what happens. But I feel like we've had a great run this last stretch, and we're playing the best basketball we've played all year.
Other questions for student athletes from the media?
Tyler, Howie Slaw, Sports Press Northwest. We don't get to see you guys live often, very much, obviously. Kyle really catches our attention just with his sheer effort and stuff. Just what's it been like to play with him, and what do you think of the effort he gives you on a regular basis?
Well, he's a great teammate, just a really fun guy to play with because he makes everyone better on the floor, on both ends. I mean, he just plays with a lot of energy and passion, and everyone on our team kind of feeds off that. So he's a huge part of our team, and I know this team's going to play again, so we're not done.
Jay?
Tyler, how frustrating was this, the 2 quick fouls and basically having to watch most of the first half when you finish?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's happened before, though. You come out and you're just trying to be aggressive, and it's unfortunate to get 2 quick ones. But I tried to just stay aggressive and help out any way I could.
Tyler, you guys are competitors. When you see Coach Rose get into it like that in a situation, tight game, what does that do for you guys on the floor?
Well, he coaches with a lot of passion, and he wants to win worse than anyone. And so, I mean, that fires our guys up, a lot. And I thought our team played with a lot of passion tonight and energy, and there was a lot of emotion in the building.
Take questions for Coach Rose as well as student athletes. In front.
Kyle, that game looked like one of the most physical games you guys have played this season. How hard is it for you guys to stop a guy like Karnowski?
Yeah, those games are rough because down low you can headbutt each other, wrestle, but on the perimeter you make a play for the ball and the call. So it's just hard to never know what kind of game it will be, if you're going to get touch fouls down low or on the perimeter. So it's always tough. You just have to come in and adjust how they're calling the game. And unfortunately, the bigs had big nights and it overpowered us down the stretch.
For Coach, can you just talk about what Kyle Wilcher does for an opponent, like how tough of a matchup he is and what makes him so difficult?
Well, he's so skilled, and he's got great size, and so the matchups are a problem. And I think that when you get him inside and you try to front him. He's really skilled at being able to see you. He's got great hands, can catch and finish around the rim, and then he pops out there and hits threes. So, and then he had a good night tonight. I think that probably the difference between tonight and last week when we beat him is that Kevin and Wiltshire both, Pringles and Wiltshire both had really good shooting nights.
Ken Kinahan, the Zone Sports Network. Dave, to this point in the season, can you evaluate your satisfaction level of what this team has been able to accomplish given all that it's been through?
Well, we're short again tonight, with Ants, and that's kind of been the story of our season is that we're up and trying to find a lineup, and we reinvented ourselves a couple times, and the fact that we got on a really nice run late in the season is, and I'm just really proud of our guys. I think that we had a lot of times where we could have gone sideways, and even tonight, in a competitive game and an environment like this, our guys hung together and stuck together, and we fought to the finish as a group, and I think that's probably the best thing about this team right now is they compete really hard together as a group.
Go to John in the front.
Yeah, Dave, you and BYU were the two highest scoring teams in the conference. Was the pace of tonight's game to your liking, or was it, did you get a sense that Gonzaga was really trying to push the pace?
Yeah, I think that, it's interesting, this league, because there's some really slow-paced teams, like some of the slowest-paced teams in the country. And then there's some fast-paced teams that can play. So you have to be able to adjust and be good at both of those things. And I think that, last time we played the Zags, had just come off the San Diego game, which was a really slow-paced game. I think we went in and kind of sped it up, but tonight they were playing, like they seem to play over the years. Right on. I was really impressed with Gary Bell and Kevin Pringles in transition. They pushed that thing really hard, and got to the rim a few times. But it was probably a pretty entertaining game to watch.
Darnell Dixon, Daily Herald. Kyle, when you guys beat them up there in Spokane, you played from the lead most of the game. This one, you kind of got behind at the midway point in the first half and had to come back. Just talk about how that maybe changed the way you guys approached or tried to play the game.
Well, when you get down against Gonzaga, they're such a good team, and they have such a great point guard, Kevin Pangos, that they know how to control the game. So it's good to get a lead, but it's a game of runs, and we'd make a run, and unfortunately we wouldn't be able to hold it and get that lead. But we fought all night, and we gave it everything we had, and we just couldn't get the extra run, so it was tough.
Got time for a couple more?
I forgot to mention before, I'm Mason Northfield from the Universe. Coach, I'm not sure if you heard, but when Coach Few made his comments before the presentation out there, he said there's no doubt you guys are an NCAA tournament team. What thoughts do you have on that?
Well, I think Mark's a really smart man. I think he's a really good coach.
Two more if we got them.
Mitch Harper, 1320K fan, Salt Lake. Coach, how hard is it to come up short yet again in another conference tournament title?
Well, I think that the most difficult thing is for this group of guys, because we had a good plan and battled hard and came up short. So for these group of guys, I'll always feel like maybe we could have done a little bit more. But we're a good team. Zags are one of the best teams in the country. And I think we gave them a pretty good fight. So I'll have to look at that.
Jeff?
Coach Rose, to me anyway, watching you guys, I agree with Coach Few that you look like an NCAA tournament team. To follow up on the question that was asked before, though, how confident are you resume-wise that you've done enough?
Well, I think that there's a committee put together that's going to decide this. And if they watched us play, I think they would feel pretty good about putting us in their tournament.
Last question, Jay.
Dave, is there any diagnosis yet on Skylar?
Yeah, he has a lower leg nerve contusion.
Thank you very much. Good luck in the postseason.